Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the front of a screen, there's a question that is displayed there, and the question goes like this. It says, draw a superior trochoid for a point 12 millimeter outside a rolling cycle of 64 millimeter diameter. Let the cycle make 1.5 revolution with the initial position of the tracing point at the bottom of its vertical center. Now we are drawing a trochoid. In my previous video, we also drew a trochoid where we talked about an inferior trochoid. But in this video, we are doing a what? A superior trochoid. So the same procedure, you're going to pick up your T-square this way, and you draw your vertical and horizontal line. So if I pick up this, and I'm going to draw my horizontal line this way, you can see that. Then I'll take this and I'll place it here, and I'm going to draw my vertical line this way. After I've drawn my line, my vertical and my horizontal line, where they meet, I will draw my circle. That will be the center of the circle. But we are given the rolling circle diameter to be 64. Now, because of, if we use the actual dimension, it will be so big that it will occupy a large area on our drawing sheet. So now I'm going to reduce the scale. I'm going to use half of the distance, meaning that I'm going to use 1:2, ratio of 1:2, meaning that whatever dimension I'm using, I'm going to divide it by 2. So since we are given 64, I'm going to divide 64 by 2, and that will give us what? 32. So our actual radius we are assuming now, the rest is what? The radius will be what? 32. So I'll measure half of 32, which is 16. I'm going to measure 16 on my meter rule this way. I'll measure 16 on my meter rule. From 0 to this point here is 16, right? And I'll place it at the center here. I'm going to draw my first circle this way. So that is my first circle here. Now after that, we're now told that a point 12 millimeter is outside the rolling circle. This is the rolling circle. So a point 12 is outside the rolling circle. I told whatever dimension we have, we are going to divide it into 2. So I'll divide 12 into 2, I'll be having 6. So with the help of my meter rule and my compass, I'll place it here and I'll measure 6, which is half of 12. And I'll be having this, right? So if I come here, I'm going to mark 12. So this point 12 I mark will given as what? My point P, right? This is the point away from the circle. Now with the help of the center, the rest of my center of my circle to point P, I am going to draw a circle, right? I'm going to draw a circle. Now if you look at this very well, because I'm measuring away outside the circumference of the circle, we say this is a superior trochoid. But assuming I'm measuring like the previous video, which you can click on the link and watch, if I click inside, if I measure inside internally, that is what an inferior trochoid. So after doing this, I'm now going to divide my circle into 12 equal parts. So with the help of the center here to this point here, that is the radius of the circle, I am going to place it here. I'll mark top. I'll come here. I'm going to mark top. I'll place it here. I'll mark left and what? And right. Is that taken? So I am going to take my rule and ensure that those points are passing through the center of the circle to the other part of the circle, like this. And I'll do here also the same thing from here passing through the center to the other part like this. Replicate it here also. We'll have this like this. And here also, I'm going to have this like this. You can see that? Now the next thing I am going to do is to start measuring. This is P. I'll call it my P naught. This will be my P1. Then P12. So P0 and P12 are the same point. Then we'll move forward and we'll go to P13, right? So P1 and 13, P comma 13 on the same point. Then here we have something 18. I'm going to divide my line into 18 equal parts, right? So because 1.5 revolution means 18 equal parts. One revolution is 12 equal parts. Is that okay? So I'm going to take my meter rule, my compass. I'll take each of those demarcation, which is this and this. You can see that. That will help me to get the length of the circumference. So we can use our formula, which is 2 pi r, or we can just use the division. So this is 1, 2, 3, 17, 18. So we have what? 18 equal part there. At this point here is 18. Is that okay? Now, what I'll do now is, at that point there, I'll place my set square. I'll just draw a vertical line like this, faint first. So I'll draw a vertical line this way, faint first, right? So take all those points to that point. So from here, I'll take this to that point. From here, I'll take this to that point. From here, from this other point also, I'm focusing on the external part of the circle to this point. From here is already there. Then the next one is this to that point. The next one from here to that point. Then the next one from here to that point. Now you can see what I've done. Now the next thing I'm going to do, all these points I measured here will give us, this will be my center 0, center 1, and center 18. Is that again? So I'm going to draw a vertical line passing through the centers. So the first one will be this. The next one will be this. And this. And this is what we've done here, right? Now we are told we'll locate each point so that we'll be able to draw the locus of those points, drawing those points together. Now when we've done that, the next thing we'll do here is to start drawing. The first one, I'll take the measurement from here to the first point here. This is what I'll do because I'm focusing on the external part of the circle. That's why it's called a superior trochoid. If it's an inferior trochoid, it will be the internal part of the circle. So I'll say from C1 to this point. Then I can draw my circle this way to this circle 1. That again, that is circle 1. Faint line. So where circle 1 touch line 1. So this is P1 here, and this circle 1, they are touching each other at this point, right? Then I'll call that point P1. Then I'll move to the next one, center 2. All good, center 2 here. This is what we're having. Where circle 2, this is P2. Where circle 2 touches line 2, what we have here, I'll call that point P2. I'll go to the next one, point 3, gauge it, I'll come here. Where circle 3 touches line 3, all good. So this is circle 3 here, this is circle 3, and this is line 3. Circle line 3, circle 3, so I'll call it a P3, just like what we did in our previous video, right? So I'll go to the next one, circle 4. Touches line 4. Circle 4, this is circle 4 here, and this is line 4, right? They are meeting each other at this point here. Call it P4. The next one, circle 5, touches line 5. Draw the circle, faint line. So this is circle 5, and this is line 5 here. This is line 5. 5. I'll call it P5. Now circle 6 touches line 6. So this is where 6 is, touches line 6 here. So I'll call it P6. Now the next one, 7 7. So this is where it touches 7. Because this is the line of 7 here, and the circle at the other side touches 7. So one thing you need to understand, from 6, from 0 to 5, it is on the left hand side. From 6 to 12 is on the right hand side, right? From 12 to 18 is on the left hand side. So let's just hear what I'm trying to say. So since I'm starting from 7 now, you realize that the point starts falling on the right hand side. So for 8, I'll place it here, gauge at this point, and I'm going to draw this. So where circle 8, this is line 8 here, because 4, 15, and 8 are the same point. So I'll measure here, this is 8, I'll call it P8, this is P7. So where circle 9 touches line 9, so where it touches here, this is line 9 here, so we'll call it P9. So the next one, circle 10, choose it here, point center 10 to draw circle 10. So I'm getting this. So circle 10 touches line 10 is here, right? So this is line 10, I'll call it P10. And the next one is 11, center 11, the center 11 here, to the top here. I'll draw again, the 11 to the point here. So where it touches, this is 10, line 10, because 2, 13, and 10 on the same point. This is line 10 here. So 11, where 11, talking about 11, we've done with 10 here, this will be what? P11. Then the next one will be P12, so I'll go to center 12 to draw circle 12. So I'll be having this way. So this is what? P12 here. That is one revolution. Then we'll move to the next one. To draw now, to draw 13, circle 13, I'll put that center 13 to draw circle 13, and I'll be having this, right? So if you look at this 13 here, so I'll move to line 13. Line 13 will be at this point here. This is circle 13, right? And line 13 will be here. So that will be point 13 will be. If it is just one revolution, we'll stop here. And since we are continuing, so we'll start with here, we'll stop in where the 13 is touching here is here. We'll go to 14. So that come to 14. This is line 14 here. Now draw. So it will be the next one. This 13, then we'll move to the next one. 14 is this. 14 is touching here. So I'll call it P14. Right? Then the next one will be 15. We'll go to 15. From here, I'll draw my circle 15. So where circle 15 touches line 15, if you watch it, this point here, 3, 15, and 9 on the same point, so to be here, we'll call it P15, right? So this is 13, 14, 15, right? So move forward. The next one will be, we'll go to the next one, which is 16, and draw the circle this way. So this circle 16. Circle 16 is touching line 16 here. So this is line 16, we'll call it P16. Right, P16, so this is 16 also. This is 16, this is 16, this is 18, this is 15. Right, so we'll move forward. The next one will be 17. So I'll come to 17 also. I'll draw my circle. So this is 17, this is circle 17, touching line 17. So this is P17. So when you trace it, this line, 5, 17, and 7 on the same line, right? So we have that P17. Then the next one, the last but not the least, is P18. So I can just easily place it here, and 18. We've done 18 will be touching at the top here. P18, right? So this is P18 here. So when you draw your circle, that is half revolution at this point here. So we'll now join those points together. So what I want you to learn from this is this. One revolution is from 0 to 12. Half revolution is from 12 to 18, right? So half revolution is 6. One revolution is 12. 12 plus 6 is what? 18. So you divide your line into 18. That's what I want you to understand here. So we'll join those points together. Join those points together just like we did in our previous videos. Join the locus of those points. So we have this. I can just take this from here. It's moving. So I can just take this from here. Let's take this point here. Travel here too. Okay. We'll come here too. Now the last one will come here also. I will join this. And come and join here too. This way. And this way too. So we do that. So this is what we have here. This is what we call a trochoid, superior trochoid with 1.5 revolution, 1.5 revolution. That means we're talking about 18 tons, right? 18 what tons? That's what we call 1.5 revolution. If it's just one revolution, it's 12 tons. Your circle will roll 12 times. Is that taking? So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.